Okay, this looks pretty good now. Okay, awesome. How's it going, everybody? We're gonna be playing Guilty Gear X Plus tonight. This is my arcade mode. Arcade mode is where I play the arcade mode of fighting games, or sometimes I'll play the story mode of fighting games. In this case, it's gonna be a story mode. The arcade mode for this game does not have any endings, so we're just gonna go straight into the arcade mode for the game. I'm just gonna change one thing on here real quick. Let people know we're starting on Twitter, and then we'll get started. Before we get 100% started, I have the cover right here. You can barely hear it. ASMR style, right? So I have the instruction manual, and in the instruction manual it talks about the story, page 4. So let's go over the story for the game real quick before we start the story mode. In the 22nd century, mankind succeeded in harnessing the power of magic, which provided for a limitless source of natural energy. Scientific thought, as it was known, was outlawed throughout the world, but warring among the nations continued, and eventually a new breed of amazingly powerful biological weapons was developed. This was the birth of the Gears. One day, from among the ranks of these slave-like Gears, a rebel appeared, declaring himself capable of independent thought. This powerful being possessed awesome fighting ability and went by the name Justice. Enlisting an army of fellow Gears from around the globe, he declared war on the human race. In opposition, humankind formed the Sacred Order of Holy Knights, whose sole purpose was to crush the Gear Rebellion and wage a huge war, a holy war, against the renegade humanoids. After a period of countless battles, which came to be known as the Crusades, Justice was eventually banished to an impenetrable dimensional prison, and the remaining Gears, now leaderless, were hunted down one by one. 5 years later, a morbid sense of fear that Justice had been resurrected enveloped the world. The Union of Nations, who looked gravely upon the current state of affairs, organized an international fighting tournament to select members suitable enough for inclusion in the Sacred Order of Holy Knights. It was a cruel and suspicious affair where criminals were allowed to compete, and the shedding of blood during battles was not only permitted, but common. In the year 2180, Justice, the most powerful and diabolical Gear ever to have been encountered by humans, was defeated in the international fighting tournament. The remaining Gears, now leaderless, were hunted down and eliminated. Humankind was finally free from the catastrophic menace brought on by the Gears. However, less than a year after the incident, information about the discovery of a particular Gear rose to the public's attention. The report stated, "This Gear is functioning properly. Even through its activities should be inhabited by its lack of leadership. There are no signs of abnormalities or physical damage." It is also noted that no civilians have been harmed, either intentionally or accidentally. We have made several attempts to eliminate the Gear, but due to its tremendous combat capabilities, we have been unsuccessful. The number of casualties has yet to be confirmed. We are currently keeping the Gear under surveillance. Gears are biological weapons that are programmed to blindly obey the orders given to them by their commander. In the absence of orders, they become passive and behave peacefully. However, all existing Gears have had their memories erased by Justice, and without orders, they are incapable of doing anything. Not only do they lack the instinct to protect themselves, they cannot even perform the essential activities they need to keep themselves alive. As long as a Gear is functioning properly, it should be following commands given by Justice. Understandably, the news of this Gear, that seemed to have a will of its own, stunned everyone. Humans became terrified of the possible emergence of a second self-reliant Gear, like Justice. To make matters worse, rumors were flying that each nation was in possession of their own Gears for the purpose of military use, driving anti-Gear sentiment among humans to an all-time high. They would not give up their long-awaited peace so easily, and soon an announcement was made. Whosoever brings about the demise of this dreadful Gear shall be rewarded with the lofty sum of 500,000 world dollars. So there we go. Let's see the beginning story intro there. Let's see here. Who's online? Who's in chat here? How's it going, chat? Let me do something real quick. I have a question for you listening in chat. And that question is, which character should we start with first? So, before I get started, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to go in here and prove that we're going to be on Maniac difficulty. I'm not sure if difficulty actually changes in story mode, but we're going to do it. And the other thing is, it's also tradition for me to crack open an energy drink, typically. So, you can't see it because I don't have my camera right now. But you're just going to have to believe me. Again, more ASMR style here. Oh, doesn't that sound delicious? Oh, gross. Okay, so we'll start with Axel here. Okay, so before we start with Axel, we have individual stories for each character, and these are also in the instruction manual. So let me go over this real quick too. Man, this is a nice instruction manual. It's all colored and everything. Like, they don't make them like this anymore. This really, they put a lot of work into this. So Axel Low, here we go. Height, 179 centimeters. Weight, 78 kilograms. Blood type B. Eye color blue. Birthday, December 25th. Man, Japanese love December 25th as a birthday. Origin, England. Hobby, shooting billiards. Axel is actually a man of the 20th century. Due to a cruel twist of fate, he got sucked into a time slip that has been bouncing him around irregularly through time and space. Unable to find a way back home, he continued to roam through time in search of an answer. During his journey, he learned of another time traveler just like him, known only as the Man. Sensing the presence of the Man behind the incident with the gear, he decides to enter the tournament. This isn't even really a tournament from what I understand. But whatever. Let's find out here. Okay, so how this is going to work is this is a Japanese exclusive game. They didn't make X Plus in English in any sort. So I actually have a translation in front of me that I'm going to be reading out loud. So that's kind of how we're going to be doing it here tonight. Prologue. The teasing of women is the resource of men. That is Axel Low's creed. Born in the 20th century, he became a lost child of time and space. Even burdened with such a cruel fate, he did not give up. He believed that the pranks of the goddess of fate were proof that she was interested in him. Oh god. Axel Low, he is the ultimate optimist. Alright. Let's see, Faust, where he could be. Wait, you seem quite skillful. I don't mean to brag, but that's very true. Perhaps you'd like to enter a syndicate. Let me see your skill. Well, they say that the mouth is the source of the disaster. Just my bad luck. Interesting translation there. Let's go, Axel Low. Look at these stages, man. Nirvana looks so much cooler in this one than in Plus R. Okay, I don't know if this is actually going to be Maniac mode or not. So one interesting thing about this game is the inputs. There's no dust button in this game. You have to press slash and heavy at the same time. So this is something to keep in mind. There's other stuff too I'll go over as we go over certain other things, but looks like next phase is story mode. I saw it. That man, he's the leader of the syndicate, right? And if he is... Go to hell! I won't forgive anybody who associates with them. I'll punish you. Love how it's go to hell in English. Hey, wait! I said listen to me. Don't tell me this is more bad luck. There's a number 2 in there. I'm not trusting this translation 100%. Bad luck times 2 or something like that, maybe? But yeah, the other things about this is faultless defense is specifically punch kick. Oh, look at that intro. Nice. Look at this background. Look at these people. Oh no! Yes, I'll retry. Yes! Yeah, well, they didn't blow the speakers, guys. Ah, it seems my luck has finally turned. Excuse me, blonde miss, have you heard of a doctor called Faust? Don't disgrace me by catcalling me. Ah, in a bad mood? Get lost. Ah, more bad luck. Stage looks really vibrant too. Got a little bird there. Neat interaction. Yeah. I like seeing a lot of these old animations that don't really exist anymore. They use some of them in the EX characters for Plus R though. Axelson, right? Stop! Don't tell me you're going to suddenly attack me. Okay, my name is Anji. Anji Mito. Thanks for being polite. I'm Axel Low. Now let's have a fair fight. Yeah, why is it coming to that? There we go. Hey, I properly named myself, didn't I? Like I said, why are you picking a fight with me? I just wanted to see for myself one of those selected in the Second Holy Order's tournament. Isn't either. Man. Give me a break already. There we go. Hey, Chief. Long time no see. I don't have time to fool around with you. Oh dear, I've had too much fighting today. Then what do you want? Chief, you know a lot of things. You know about a doctor named Faust? Him, huh? If it's him, I'll defeat him. Hey, wait a sec! No mercy for those who chased gears. Draw. Of course it comes to this.
Anna, 久しぶりだね。覚悟はできてんのか?
I forgot Fall's defense is on punch and kick specifically. Ouch.
Anna, 久しぶりだね。覚悟はできてんのか?
There we go, I'm getting something. Got him. Are you Faust-san? I am certainly the one called Faust. You appear to need treatment. That'd be great. I'd love to have my body fixed. So your body randomly slips in time on its own. A strange disease unheard of in prior times. Very well, let me examine you. Why are you holding that scalpel then? I must measure all of your body's capabilities. It won't hurt, so please do not worry about it. Gah. Got him. The ending now. Cheer up! The results of the examination have come. Good! Unfortunately, there's no cure. You serious? Well, one could say that you're a foreign body caused by the law of causality. What's that? Well, to put it simply, in this dimension there are two of you, thus you've become unstable. So, I have to find him? Yes, if you do, perhaps... Interesting. Your body is becoming transparent. It's happening again! So stop me! How interesting. Let me record this for posterity. Hey, come on! He's fighting dinosaurs, nice. Alright, that was Axel ending number 1.